We live in a world full of distractions. From social media to the endless demands of daily life, it's so easy to lose sight of what really matters. But here's the truth: if you want to create the life you've always dreamed of, if you want to achieve the success you know you're capable of, you've got to develop the ability to focus like a laser beam on your goals. Now think about it. How many times have you set a goal, felt fired up in the beginning, but after a week, maybe a month, that excitement started to fade, you started to get distracted by other things, and soon that goal was just a distant memory? We've all been there, but let me tell you, the people who succeed, the people who achieve their dreams, they aren't necessarily more talented or smarter than you. They just know how to keep their eye on the prize no matter what. Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But just like a muscle, if you neglect it, it weakens. So the first step in achieving any goal is deciding what you really want. You've got to be clear, specific, and passionate about it. When you know your why, when you know why that goal matters to you on a deep emotional level, it's much easier to stay focused. When that why is strong enough, nothing can knock you off course. Let's talk about the power of small, consistent actions. Success is not about one big leap. It's about the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make every single day. It's those tiny actions repeated over time that create massive results. You don't build a skyscraper in a day. You lay one brick, then another, and before you know it, you've built something incredible. The same goes for your goals. Each day you need to be moving forward, even if it's just a little. Every small win brings you closer to the big picture. But here's the thing. It's not always going to be easy. There will be times when it feels like nothing is working. You'll hit obstacles, you'll have setbacks, and that's when most people quit. But not you. You need to understand that obstacles are part of the process. Every time you hit a roadblock, every time you face resistance, that's the universe testing you, asking how bad do you really want it? And when you push through, when you refuse to give up, that's when you grow. That's when you become the person capable of achieving that goal. Another critical piece of staying focused is managing your environment. If you're surrounded by negativity, if you're constantly letting distractions pull you away from what matters, you're not going to stay on track. You need to take control of your surroundings. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who encourage you to keep going when things get tough. Create a space where you can work, think, and focus without distraction. This is key because your environment has a huge influence on your ability to stay focused and disciplined. And speaking of discipline, let's get real about what it takes. Success is not about motivation. Motivation is great, but it comes and goes. It's like a spark, and while it can ignite the fire, it won't keep the fire burning. What keeps the fire going is discipline. Discipline is doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like it. It's getting up early to put in the work when all you want to do is sleep. Saying no to distractions when all your friends are out having fun. It's that daily grind that separates those who achieve their goals from those who just talk about them. One last thing I want to talk about is the importance of reviewing your progress. If you don't measure where you are, how will you know if you're moving forward? Set checkpoints for yourself. Maybe it's every week or every month, but make sure you're checking in on your progress. Celebrate the small wins, but also be honest with yourself about where you might be falling short. This will give you the clarity you need to adjust your strategy and keep pushing toward your goal. In the end, the ability to stay focused on your goals is what will set you apart from the crowd. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's about waking up every day and deciding that today you're going to take one more step toward that dream. It's about refusing to give up, no matter how hard it gets. Because let me tell you something, when you stay focused, when you commit to the process, when you refuse to quit, you'll look back one day and realize you've accomplished more than you ever thought possible. So, if you're serious about achieving your goals, if you're ready to take your life to the next level, start today. Get clear on what you want, take control of your environment, build that discipline, and never ever lose focus. The life you want is out there waiting for you. Now, go get it.